Hi everyone, it's Lisa Brown with InkandInspirations.com. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And in this video we're going to have week 6 of the 12 weeks of Halloween, and we're going to be using the Trick or Tweet stamp set and one image from the Spooky Sweet stamp set that are both in the Stampin' Up! Holiday Catalog for 2018. Now, I found these cute little pocket back hand sanitizers at Bath & Body. Has a cute little cat on there and it smells pretty good. It's sweet cinnamon pumpkin. And so I've made a little pocket back holder so that you can give this as a treat for someone, maybe a friend. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how it fits in here, and I like to just slide it in from the bottom just like that, and then this little punched piece keeps it closed. Alright, so to get started we need a piece of cardstock, and I've chosen pumpkin pie, and it's cut at 2 by 11 inches. We've got our Simply Scored scoring tool, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, 3.5 inches, 4.5 inches, 6 1/2 inches, 7.5, and 8.5. Okay, quite a few scores there. Alright, so then we're going to use our bone folder to burnish all those score lines, all except for this 6.5 inch score, which if you can see the score lines here, there's a narrow one and then a wide one here. It's this is the 6.5 inch score. And so let me just burnish these and I can show you what I'm talking about. And if you by some reason go ahead and score all the lines, it's okay. I do it more times than I don't. Try to skip that one. It just makes for a little sturdier upright stand for the little holder. So this is going to fold like that, and that 6.5 inch score is the mark to match that little tab for the little treat holder. Okay, and then this will come around like this. All right, so another thing to remember is right here between the 1/2 inch score that we did first and the 1.5 inch score, that is where I used the smallest oval framelit from the Layering Oval Framelits dies, and I put it and I centered it, and it fits just right. And you run it through the Big Shot like that and cut it out, and I've already done that to save a little bit of time. And then we have this opening here. Okay, so now before we put the rest of it together, I am going to do some stamping on the background, and this is when I've used this little splatter stamp from the Spooky Sweets set, and I'm going to use some Cajun Craze ink on the pumpkin pie because I wanted it a little bit darker than just the tone-on-tone look. So let's just stamp randomly. I've left my Cajun Craze ink pad in my other studio, and I have one coming soon. I can't wait to get it. So I have this Stampin' Spot that I'm using instead. You know that we sell the uninked stamping spots, and if you have the refills for the ink refills for the colors that you have, you can make your own little miniature stamping spots, and these are great for traveling, or if you just want to go outside and stamp, or you know, where you don't want to have to carry the regular size stamp pad. Okay, so let me get to the business at hand here. Finish this up. Just wanted it to give it a little shading as a background. Okay. One more right there. All right. That's good. So now let's assemble this. And I'm going to use a little bit of tear and tape because that has a really good hold and it's easy to use. And I'm going to put that on that little 1/2 inch score tab there and just tear off the end, burnish it a little bit, and then we can pull off the paper backing. Let's see. Alright, so now we're going to come up to that 6.5 inch score that we made and line up that fold line right on that 6.5 inch score. Okay, so there we go, and now we can work on the embellishments. So I have a scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock and this little mummy cat from the Trick or Tweet set. I love that set. Those little animals are just so cute. Alright, I'm going to stamp that in Memento Black because I'm going to use a few Stampin' Blends to do some easy coloring on this. So I have light smoky slate, and I'm going to use that for the cat. No shading or anything. I'm just going to color him, keep it simple. Okay, and I'm going to do just part of his ear there, and then there, and get his paws and his tail. And I think that's it. Here's the tail in the middle there. Alright, so now I've got my light pink pirouette marker, and I'm going to do the inside of his ears. Pink. Okay. I think I forgot some of his paws there. Let me get these. There we go. Oh, and his nose. That's what I was going to do. Now, just to jazz him up a little bit, I'm going to take my Wink of Stella glitter brush and color over the mummy strips. And it just seems like a little bit, a touch like, okay, you know, does that really make a difference? Yes, it does. Makes it so cute and sparkly. Okay, so there he is. And now what we're going to do, see that little spider hanging off his tail, how cute. Alright, I'm going to take the 1 3/4 inch circle punch and just center him and punch him out. Alright, then I'm going to take some scrap basic black cardstock and use the 2 inch circle punch. Punch that out, and then let's go ahead and adhere that to this, just like that. Okay, so I want to tie the pumpkin pie in from the background to the rest of the project. So I've got my just basic jeweled rhinestones, and I've got my dark pumpkin pie Stampin' Blends. It's an alcohol marker, so you can color all kinds of fun embellishments with it. And then I'm going to get my new Take Your Pick tool, lift that up, and I'm just going to scatter these. I'm going to put one there. And let's go one right here. Then I think I'm going to put the last one right up here. Okay, just add a little bit of color there to the black and white, or the smoky slate and white cat. Okay, so now let's get our little holder, and I'm going to put him right there because I'm going to need a little closure down here. So let's go ahead and attach him, and I'm going to put him toward the top. He's so cute, just like that. And now I'm going to take the Sentiment Party Animal and stamp that in Memento Black on Whisper White and punch that out with a 1 inch circle punch, just like that. Then I'm going to take the rest of that scrap basic black and use this 1 1/8 inch scallop circle punch and use that for the backing. Let's use some snail and pop that right up. And then that's going to go here. You want to make this as flat as possible on the top, okay? So I'm going to lift it up. You've got at least a 1/2 inch, maybe 5/8 down here. And so that is going to go just like that. Okay, so let me go ahead. What I'm going to do here then is get my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm going to use the larger ones. And I'm going to take my paper snips and cut just a piece off the side here where it will just cover. That's not going to work. Let's see, let me try this. You could take one of the dimensionals itself and cut a piece like this, but I'm just going to use this edging, pull off. I want to be sure I have it toward the bottom, like that. And that's going to make it stand out away from the cardstock and enable that lid to come down and rest behind it. And then we can just put in, here's another one that just says Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin without the cat. And you just slide it in from the bottom, just like that. Okay, there's a fun project for you that's not candy, but would make a fun little gift for a friend. If you have any questions, let me know. Visit my website at inkandinspirations.com. I will have the project details with the dimensions listed there under this video when it's posted. And I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.